So today someone asked me, how do I set up for a photo shoot or beauty shoot? And I just decided I'm going to just make it a little interesting. So this is pretty much the process. So here goes. I'm going to sketch stuff. First off, the space I have to shoot is 10 feet 9 by 15 feet 5. That's the space we have to shoot in. That's it. So I got to make this work. As a matter of fact, this is the space that I shoot in 99% of the time. Step 2 is the camera is going to be, the model is going to be about 3 feet away from the background, and the camera is going to be 4 feet away from the model. So we have 7 feet total between the camera and the background. Okay, so how I'm going to light it, I'm going to light it with the beauty dish at the front. Then I'm going to have a background light, which is going to be illuminating the background. Not sure what color yet. Just just rest it on the side. Now the next thing that I want to do, I want to keep my focus between here and here, and then here, the background, I need it to fall off. So this is going to be out of focus. So I need the back. So the background is here. Let's put BG. So this is the model, who is, again, 3 feet away. So this is out of focus, and just she's in focus. Great. From that corner to that corner is 10 feet. Ceiling is 11 feet. So we're going to turn that into whatever we need to do. I don't think I'm going to use yellow. Use a different color. So I've decided to go with pink. So we're going to go with pink. I've took out the yellow. We're going to go with pink. So that's it. So now we're going to make sure all the measurements are correct. Okay, so I'm going to make one slight change. Initially, I said I was going to shoot it at maybe 3 feet away. I'm going to I'll make it 5 feet instead. So let's measure 5 feet. So, as you can see, 5 feet away from the background, 5 feet away. So, that's one down. So, here's the beauty dish. It's going to adjust afterwards after the model gets in. So, but that's its position. So that's the beauty dish. That's the first light. This will be the main light, which means this is going to be the brightest light, maybe the back. So now we have the beauty dish and our background light. So that's purpose of this light is just to light the background, to put pretty much a hot spot directly behind her head. So we're going to have some adjustments for that. Next, we're going to have this reflector. Now, this reflector is one I made myself. It's really insulation. I duct taped the edges, taped it, so that's it. And this is going to be reflecting at the same angle as the beauty dish. So here we have the reflector at the exact same angle. Well, angles need to be adjusted. So now let's start testing. So now we have the model. So now let's see what the beauty dish is going to be doing by turning the modeling light on. So that's the modeling light. See, we're getting that hot spot on her forehead. She has a big forehead, so we don't need that. We need to. So here we have the beauty dish. Now, when you light with the beauty dish, you light with the outer edge. So this outer edge needs to be hitting that big forehead of hers. So we need to bring this down till it hits her forehead. Now we have turned on the background, and you can see it's a little low, but you see how radiant she looks, even before we took the photo. Now when she came in here, she did not look this good. But now, look how great she is. So now, what needs to happen is we need to adjust the background a little bit more to bring it up. Now, the thing is, the things you can't teach is you have to look at the person's face and say, what can you do to make it better than God? What the hell are you doing? So, God did a good job with the original. But being that I'm a God too, I'm going to enhance this goddess with my godly power. So now we would enhance her, make her get a boy. So the first order of business is to bring the power all the way down. Start at 0, lowest power. So bring the power all the way down. I'm starting at F4. I'm not going over F4. I'll be between F4 and F5, 6 the most. And right now ISO. So let's take our first test shot. So as we can see, So what we have is, I like the background. So I'm going to take the background up 2 stops and take the foreground, her, up 3 stops. The power setting right now is at 256. I'm going to bring it up 1 stop, which is going to be 128. So I'm not moving it from that. Now we're going to come to this. And I'm going to bring this up 2 stops. So 1, 2. So that's right there. Let's go take a photo. So now we're going to take a photo. Okay. So she's better illuminated, but under her neck is a little dark. I need some light underneath there. Now let's see what we get under the neck. Okay, so under the neck looks a little brighter, but it's hidden at the chest. Hey, I need it to go up a little more. I'm looking at the photo, and I'm looking at her, and I'm thinking, if I give her a nice edge light to define her face, bring out the edges of the shoulder, that might. So we introduced a 3rd light, so which is this one, which is to edge her. So now let's take the photo. Let's see. So obviously it's too bright. We need to tone it down. We need to control. Ready to shoot? This is what we have going on. So I've added this, snooted, makeshift, so as to keep a small beam on the face, which will help open up her pupils. Let's take the first photo. So we're doing well. Let's get this show on the road. My exposure, my histograms are looking good. That's good, that's good.